Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are older people's thoughts of you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from. Choose whichever one you are most drawn to, the one that's standing out to you the most. So for pile number 1, we have the rose quartz crystal with the Emperor card. For pile number 2, we have Carnelian with the 3 of Wands. And for pile number 3, we have Blue Cat's Eye with the 2 of Pentacles. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Emperor card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do older people see you? What are their thoughts of you? So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Firstly, before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that supports the channel by watching, liking, commenting, and even just being here. I have so much gratitude for this community and for being able to do, my favorite job every single day. It fulfills me so much, so thank you. Also, thank you to everybody that has signed up for keen readings on the advertisements I've been doing. It does support my channel and pay me commission, so thank you to everybody that has supported the channel through that. Also, I do have a limited amount of space for personal readings available, so if anybody wants to book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's get started by pulling your tarot cards. After that, we'll look at your oracle cards, pile number 1. So let's see what comes up. Pile number 1, please. Spirit guides of pile number 1. What are older people's thoughts and perception of them? How do they view pile number 1? So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. How do older people see pile number 1? What are their thoughts of pile number 1? Then we have Judgment reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. At the back of the deck, we do have the 8 of Cups. So let me reflect on these cards and I'll tell you exactly what I see here. Okay, so firstly, how they see you. I see them seeing a lot of potential within you to rise above your fears of putting yourself out there or going towards your goals. They see a lot of potential within you to become and step into your leadership energy. They see a lot of potential within you to, put yourself out there and move towards your goals, your dreams, your desires, create abundance for yourself, even if you do not see it in your life physically yet. They see you and think of you as the type of person that has potential to become a leader, an authority figure. Create your own establishment, create your own sort of legacy or name for yourself within your career, but also other aspects of your life. They see you as a very motivated and disciplined person that is able to get a lot of things done, that is able to get your life in order. Though the way they see you is that your fears may sometimes hold you back from actually going towards your goals and dreams. And the reason I am saying this is because a lot of them have maybe noticed this within themselves, where they almost see you being like a younger version of them, where they had all these dreams, all these goals, all these desires, and their biggest regret was letting their fear stop them towards going towards their dreams and desires sooner, letting other people's judgments kind of get in the way of going towards their desires, letting other people's kind of perception of them stop them towards going towards their dreams. And they don't want to see you make the same mistake. They don't want to see you have the same regret here. So this is why I'm mentioning it. There is a lot of Aries energy within this pile, but also just fire sign energy in general. So also Sagittarius and Leo. So that could be a potential sign you have. I also do see Gemini energy, and I also do see Capricorn energy and Cancer and Scorpio. So there's something about them seeing a certain type of power within you that you may not fully see yourself. And they want you to let go of your fears that hold you back. Let go of your doubt within yourself. Put yourself out there, pile number one. Because if older people see your potential and can see this within you, then that is an amazing thing. And even if you see yourself as like, I don't have that much experience, I don't have that much knowledge, well, you can get that. Nothing is stopping you from going towards your goals and desires. So that is the first thing they think of you. So there is something here about you showing up within this like thunder/lightning energy, because Zeus is the god of thunder and lightning, and here we see like lightning going through his veins. So it's making me think of like the immense power you have that you don't even realize, and you can use that power in good ways or bad ways. So think of like thunder and lightning. It is very powerful. It has that powerful effect to maybe bring out fear in you, or to even make you grateful for the rain and the thunderstorms, because those still bring good and positive effects of flowers and things like that. So we can use our power in negative and positive ways to bring negative and positive reactions out of people. How are we going to use it? And that is what they see within you, but they don't exactly know how you are using it. They see that you maybe have this need for structure and discipline in your life, because you have very big goals and desires. You're very ambitious. That's what they think of you. But you may need more structure and discipline within your life to continuously go towards your goals, because I'm seeing an energy here where you have so much ambition and motivation in the beginning, but it's the consistency that is maybe lacking here, that is holding you back from your dreams and goals. And when I say this with love, to make you aware of this. If it does not resonate, then discard it. It's not for you. So what I do see here as well is something about the father figure in your life. So something about the relationship to your father figure may be still affecting you today. So if you had a good relationship to your father, maybe there is something. Even if you didn't, maybe there's just something about people seeing that, older people seeing that, like your father and mother raised you well, that you have good manners. That's something I see. They see you as a people's person. They see you as somebody very outgoing, somebody very like talkative and chatty, and somebody that they can see as like mature within your mindset. But then you also have like a playful, loving, optimistic side to you that is very fun. But there is something about not letting wanting too much fun stop you towards going towards your goals, because it's like you need a little bit more seriousness and discipline is what they see within you. Whether that's true or not, just take it as it resonates. And if you have wounds around the father figure in your life, it could be potentially that these older people see that wound that you have and how it may affect you in your life today. And it could be that some of these older people want to almost be like that father or mother figure to you in your life, and be a kind of like leader to you, to show you the right way for yourself. And when I say the right way, it's not like they perceive you as being on the wrong path in any possible way, shape, or form, but it's like they just want to be a good influence for you to be in the good direction of your life. There's also something about older people seeing that, like I said, you're very outgoing. You can be friends with like many people, a lot of people. like want to be around you, but there is a potential here that older people don't want you to get mixed up with the wrong crowd or the wrong people or people that don't appreciate you or what you're giving to them. So older people do see you as somebody that has a good heart with the rose quartz crystal, but potentially they don't want you to surround yourself with people that don't appreciate what you're giving or don't, have good intentions towards you with the Ace of Cups reverse or put you on the wrong path. So there is like a concern or worry here about not like staying in people's lives that don't treat you well, walking away from people that don't treat you well, and walking away from people that aren't good for you or aren't a good example to you. But I'm not saying that you have friends in your life like that. There's just a concern here, like them almost wanting the best for you, and even if they're not close to you, it's like they want the best for you. They want you to have good influence around you, if that makes sense. They may see the leadership energy within you, but they may also see that you have such high expectations of yourself that you sometimes hold yourself back with those high expectations, or you sometimes don't see that within yourself or don't step up with that within yourself, because maybe some of you perceive it as I don't know enough, or I don't have enough experience within my work, or I doubt myself, or whatever it is. It's like something is holding you back from stepping into that role. Even if you perceive yourself as younger, where maybe you perceive it as older people don't see that within you, they do. Even like no matter what your age is, there's something about them seeing that. There is also something about older people seeing that you are a hard worker and your work will be noticed and you will get recognition and rewards through that. But you have to be able to stay consistent with what you're doing and not stop or give it up or like get bored halfway. Even when you don't have the motivation to follow through, it's just about consistency and showing up every day. Okay, and with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, it's like you need, um, I don't know, I'm hearing a mentor in your life that is able to show you how to follow through even when you don't feel motivated. And that can be you mentoring yourself to do that too. Older people see that you could be the target of a lot of jealousy because of your potential that others see in you. They also want you to give yourself grace whenever you make mistakes, because mistakes are how we learn through life. Also, with judgment reversed, there is no sense of judgment when they think these things. It's more like, I hope this person reaches their full potential. But if they do see certain weaknesses within you, it's not coming from a place of judgment. It's coming from a place of like wanting the best for you and wanting you to step into that potential that they see within you, okay? They also see maybe like a pattern within you where you either may neglect yourself or focus too much on yourself. So you can fall within either side of the spectrum, where it can go towards self-centeredness and self-absorption, or neglecting oneself and not giving yourself what you need, or kind of like taking care of yourself. So within whatever way that shows up within your life, take it as it resonates. Older people also may see you as somebody that is able to overcome hurdles no matter what comes your way, but you may also have a little bit of impulsiveness that may lead you in the wrong direction. So it's important to always have direction of where you're going and not to fall into impulsiveness in a negative way that affects you negatively. Only take what resonates. Again, if it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. It may not be for you. So now let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards for you. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 1. What are older people's thoughts of them? We have opal with the North Node and expansion. We have aragonite with the fire element and initiation. I was talking about fire energy, quite cool. And we have ammonite, palace, and trust. There is this need to trust yourself more. Sometimes they see that you may doubt yourself and blame yourself for mistakes you've made in this past. Or sometimes they see you just feeling a little bit indecisive. Even though a part of you knows what you want to do, it's like your fears cause a sense of indecisiveness where those what ifs in your mind kind of cause you to doubt the path you're taking and the decisions you're making. Or you may let other people cause doubt within you. When you feel this sense of passion and motivation towards going towards some kind of direction in your life or some kind of path or decision in your life, sometimes you may allow other people's opinions to stop you from actually taking action towards the things you want, and you shouldn't let that happen. Also, they could notice some things within you that they have found through trial and error within their own lives that you may not be currently aware of. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, because older people have gone through life, they have a little bit more wisdom than us. So sometimes they'll notice things within us that we don't notice within ourselves, that they have learned themselves through their own path and through building their own self-awareness. So that's something I will say. So if any older person ever says something about you that may cause a sense of defensiveness within you, maybe it's just, them trying to help you. But of course, if they're saying it in a mean way, then yeah, you can set your boundaries and you can speak up for yourself in that sense. Sometimes older people see that you may not fully speak up for yourself, even to older people, because there is a sense here of like, I should respect older people, but still, like, you are allowed to speak up for yourself in respectful ways. Older people could sometimes see you as a little bit wishy-washy, where you want to do many different things, and that could also cause a sense of indecisiveness within you. But I think that you're that type of person that is meant to, achieve many different things within many different areas of life. So I'm seeing very multi-talented people within this pile, where maybe you're meant to achieve many different things within this lifetime and not just stick to one path. So if you ever feel like, oh, I want to do this and this and this and this, the advice I'd have for you, coming from somebody that is the same, is pick one thing that is going to benefit you the most right now. Put all your passion and energy into it, and then once you have succeeded there, that will open up doors to be able to integrate more things you want to do for yourself or achieve for yourself later on. But right now, focus your energy on one thing, otherwise you will be too scattered trying to achieve two things at once. Okay? With the fire element here, there is a sense of passion. There is a sense of you being able to start new projects, being able to have very great ideas that are very innovative, I hear, or very like out of the box type of thinkers in this pile. So that is what older people think of you. And when you use that passion to start those new projects or new kind of things you want to achieve in your life, continue to believe in yourself, continue to trust in yourself, and expand towards your greatness, towards your potential. With the North Node, older people see you as somebody that is getting outside of your comfort zone, no matter how hard it is to grow and expand as a person and as a human being. And even through the mistakes and lessons, you grow and you learn more about yourself. So this is what older people think of you. They also trust you as a person. They don't have any doubt towards you. So that is a good thing. Again, they also see you as very mature, especially emotionally mature. Maybe that's something you have been working on. And they also see you as somebody that has grown immensely, where even when they were your age, they didn't grow as much as you did. So again, it's like they see a lot of potential within you to become the highest version of yourself, the highest potential of yourself. So this is what I see for you, pile number one. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Carnelian crystal and the Three of Wands, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do older people see you? What are their thoughts of you? So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that supports the channel, watches, likes, comments, even just being here. I'm so grateful for you that I get to do this job I love every day. So thank you. Also, I'd like to thank everybody that has signed up for Keen readings with the Keen ads I've been doing. It does support my channel and I do get paid for commission for it. So thank you so much to whoever has supported the channel. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I do have a limited amount of space available, so you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's get started with your tarot cards. After that, we'll take a look at your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile number two, spirit guides of pile number two. How do older people see them? How do older people view them? And what are their thoughts of pile number two? I'm hearing a ringing in my right ear. So we have the Two of Swords reversed. Your energy is quite similar to pile one if you were drawn. If not, that's okay. We have the Tower. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Cups reversed. And we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm hearing a sound from TikTok as I tap into the energy. I don't know if you're somebody that is on TikTok a lot or on your phone a lot, but anyhow, it doesn't matter. I think I'm hearing, I think it's from I'm trying to remember what series it is. Oh, it's called Gilmore Girls, I think. The sound where she's like, the mother is like, he's just a man, Lorelai, something like that. And then she's like, no, he's not. And I don't really know what happened in that scene because I've never watched that series. But what I'm getting here with the Three of Cups reverse, Five of Swords reverse, is maybe older people have seen that you. Okay, firstly, let me just say you are a very romantic person, and there is something about you having a lot of beauty or handsomeness that older people see within you, and you have a strong desire for finding love, finding true love, even. But older people may view it as like, you're too caught up in trying to find romance, in trying to find love right now, this phase of your life. Maybe with the Three of Cups reverse, Five of Swords reverse, you were in a connection with somebody that has hurt you or betrayed you or cheated on you, because Five of Swords, Three of Cups makes me think of infidelity. And maybe you have some type of trauma surrounding betrayals with the Tower. Or maybe you've experienced certain endings in relationships you thought were strong. And there's something about older people not judging you, but they could have seen the dishonesty and the red flags in these people that you did not see. So I don't know if I'm picking up on a parent you have energetically, because that is a sound on TikTok used, well, it is like the mother speaking to the daughter, so I don't know if I'm picking up on a parental energy or just older people that are a lot more protective over you, that have maybe seen the red flags in the people I'm talking about. Not everybody you've dated is like this, but there are certain connections that have ended in your life that only led to disappointment and heartbreak. And it's almost like these older people saw the red flags from the beginning, saw the signs from the beginning. Now I'm hearing the ringing in my left ear, but you didn't see it. So there is something about older people maybe viewing you as a little bit naive within your pursuit to love. And what I said to pile number one, pile two is don't take these messages personal. When we are tapping into older people's energies, this is not coming from a place of negativity, but from a place of love and care for you and, being protective over you and wanting you to be able to protect yourself. Though what I will say is, older people have been on their own journey. They've probably been hurt before, betrayed before, gone through these things themselves. And it probably hurts them and pains them to see you go through the same thing and to try and have to warn you, but you're not seeing those signs. And it's normal. It's happened to me. I've had older people warn me about people in my life, and then they turned out to be right. But the thing is, older people are more wise than us. They have more wisdom. They've gone through life like longer than us, so they've learned these things and we haven't learned them yet. So don't be too hard on yourself, pile number two, but just realize that sometimes when older people maybe tell you, I don't think you should trust this person, I see this red flag in them, maybe it's a sign to listen to that because maybe they've experienced it too and are able to kind of see patterns within people. So, older people see that you have this deep hope and faith for love, but they also see that maybe you are still experiencing a healing journey, healing from your past and previous relationships since the star is at the back of the deck. And for you, it's about finding people that are healthy for you. It's about learning from the red flags you saw in those previous people to recognize those patterns and red flags and discern people. And I feel like a lot of you have been on this journey of learning to discern who's good for you and not, and learning to walk away from relationships that don't serve you or just aren't good for you in general. Because I'm even seeing the scene from Euphoria where Maddie says to her boyfriend in the scene, like, I don't think we're good for each other or something like that. And she kind of looks like she's crying in the scene. So there is something about you learning to figure out who's good for you and who's not good for you, and them seeing your growth, because I am seeing the angel number 333, which is an angel number of growth, and I see them seeing you gain more wisdom and more maturity as you grow older, as you age. By the year, they see you becoming more mature and wise and knowing who to trust and who not to trust. The thing is, older people see you as somebody that has such a good heart that sometimes you don't see manipulation when it comes because you are not that type of person. Sometimes they see you as somebody that has such a big heart, you don't always see when people are trying to take advantage of your heart or pull on your heartstrings or just walk all over you. So it's like they see that it's important for you to be able to stand up for yourself and see those signs when it happens. Okay. Older people also see you as very youthful looking, where you, like, your face and your beauty almost makes them reminisce on how they looked when they were younger and they looked more youthful. So there is something about that too. I will say that older people see a beauty within you inside and out, and they see you as a person that has a very soft heart. They see you as a person that is very intelligent, wise, and getting more wiser as you grow older, but sometimes you might be a little bit indecisive with the Two of Swords reverse, or you may know what you want to do, but be susceptible to having your choices be manipulated by others or changed by others or your opinions changed by others. So it's like older people see you as a little bit more malleable in a way. And I don't say this as an insult, but this is maybe something to become aware of if you do resonate with it. If you don't, then discard it, then it's not for you. But if you're somebody that is easily swayed by others within your opinions or your choices, then that's not always a good thing. And I am also like that at times, and I'm learning to be more stronger within that and not let people sway my opinions or decisions, or manipulate me. So I totally get it. I feel like I'm probably part of this pile because I've experienced a lot of what you've experienced, pile too. So in terms of what I'm seeing here, older people also see you as somebody that has a lot of passion for something you do. Maybe you could have a creative or artistic talent of some kind. I see that too. And there's something about that they want you to sort of develop, or you have certain talents or gifts or strengths that they see you developing. They want you to develop it and learn more surrounding that, and not just work on the practical side of things, but also gaining more knowledge around that talent or strength you have. So that's something I also see. There is something about a lot of older people wanting to praise you for your talents and your strengths, knowing that you can work towards discovering more of those within yourself that they have seen that you may have not seen within yourself. Some talents or strengths that you have that you don't see within yourself that they see. Okay. Again, I don't want to what's the word? What I'm picking up on here is like an older person. I don't know if I'm picking up on a parental figure that is a little bit concerned that you are like too interested in finding love and not focused enough on your own personal things, on working on your talents, your strengths, your goals, your things like that, because they see you being able to go towards that but being distracted by other things that are not so important right now for you, because the way they see it is from this perspective of you still have time to pursue those other things like love, but right now it's time to focus on you and your own development and growth and your own goals. But that's just their perspective. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have love. That is your birthright, pile number 2. I am also someone that is very like a love bug, if that makes sense. Like, I've always wanted love myself, and now that I find myself in a relationship, I'm very fulfilled. There's nothing wrong with looking for love, but I think it's just like not getting distracted by love and like letting go of your goals by focusing too much on love, if that makes sense, or too much on your friendships, if that makes sense. So that is something I do see. I will be honest with what I see. I think I'm more so picking up on parental energy. So that is something I see. Let's pull your oracle cards now. So we have Larimar with Neptune and perspective. Remember, this is just their perspective. It may not be your perspective. And if you disagree with their perspective, you are allowed to. We have Pyrite with Mars and momentum. And we have... I'm hearing justice in my mind. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for you. Okay, we have Chiron with Spirit Quartz and healing in the reverse. Oh, I get it now. So they don't want you to be so focused on those people that have hurt you and what has happened to you in the past. They want you to focus on, like older people want you to focus on implementing more boundaries for yourself, because they see you as a very soft person that needs more stronger boundaries for yourself, that needs to stand up for yourself more with Mars energy here, because Mars is the energy of conflict and war. But with boundaries at the back of the deck, it's about standing up for yourself and being assertive, and not necessarily I'm not saying you need to cause conflicts with people, but stand up for yourself more, and that's what older people see in you. They want you to be more focused on your own healing and your own growth, rather than jumping into a new relationship while you are still working on your wounds, and rather than focusing on what these other people did to hurt you and how you may still be angry at them and how you may want justice. And that is okay, because I've been there too, where people have hurt me and wronged me, and I've been so focused on, like, are they gonna get karma and blah 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 blah. And I'm kind of ashamed of thinking that way, and I've tried to let go of anger towards people. But sometimes we're at that phase within our healing journey, in my perspective, where we are releasing those angry thoughts and that angry feeling towards those that have hurt us, and that is valid. All your feelings are valid, pile two. And sometimes that's part of the healing process. But it's like, from their perspective, they want you to be less focused on the anger and what they did to hurt you, and more so focused on yourself and your own healing. Because, if they're making life choices like that are hurting other people, naturally it's going to lead to their own downfall. Like, you don't need to get revenge or anything like that. And it's not like they see you as somebody that would get revenge, but you don't need to focus on them. Focus on yourself is basically their perspective. And if you don't agree with their perspective, that's completely okay. This is just their view on it, okay? So with Neptune here, it's like they see you as somebody with very big dreams and desires and goals, and somebody that's a dreamer, somebody that's an innovator in some way. They also see you as a visionary, somebody that is able to, like, really shoot for the stars. But it's about not doubting yourself and moving towards that and taking action towards that with Mars energy. So they want you to kind of like write down your goals and really have it clear, and write down the steps you need to take in order to get to those goals, because we can't just have our dreams happen without taking action towards it. And that's where the Mars energy comes in, which is the planet of, like, ambitiousness, taking action, that masculine energy, right? So when you take action towards your goals and those things, you'll see it build momentum, where you'll see it become a reality. So they want you to focus on your dreams, your goals, your passions, and moving towards that, even if it means getting outside of your comfort zone, even if it means feeling indecisive or doubting yourself in the moment, or feeling like, can I do this? Can't I do this? But doing it anyway, and having the courage to do so, having the bravery to do so anyway, even if you feel fear, even if you feel doubt, even if you feel unsure of yourself. It's about taking action anyway. So that is their perspective of you, and like where they see you going in the future if you really focus on this. So this is what I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading was helpful and resonated. Like I said, if things are not helpful here and you don't agree with their perspective, they are still human and still flawed at the end of the day. So if you disagree, that's okay, but just take what resonates. So yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this blue cat's eye crystal and the Two of Pentacles, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at how do older people see you and what are their thoughts on you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Firstly, I'd like to say before we get started, thank you to everybody that supports my channel by watching, liking, commenting, and even just being here. I'm so grateful that I get to do readings for you every day and, spread my passion for tarot with you guys. So thank you. Also, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has signed up with a Keen ad for Keen readings. It does support my channel by paying me commission, so thank you so much for your support. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I do have a limited amount of space available, so you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's get started by looking at your tarot cards, and then we'll take a look at your oracle cards after. There is something about this pile being good at sports or athletics or something like physical, with physical, like a physical sport or something like that, or something about you being very focused on your health and fitness. So yeah, if you are doing that, then I see older people kind of being very proud of you, because you are keeping your body healthy by focusing on your fitness and your health in some way, which is a good thing. A lot of older people maybe look at it and wish they would have taken care of their health when they were younger. So they are happy to see you do the same thing. And if you're not doing so, they would hope that you do the same thing, that you focus on your health in some way. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Nine of Wands. The Three of Swords reversed. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay. So what I will say here is your pile has a little bit of similar themes to pile 2. It's just weird how they're kind of like interlinking. If you were drawn to pile 2, you're more than welcome to watch it. If not, that's okay, because there is kind of a different energy here, but like a similar theme. So what I'm seeing with the Six of Cups reverse is older people may perceive it as like you're sometimes a little bit too stuck in the past. Six of Cups reverse is an inability to let go of the past, or being stuck in the past or the future. So I do think with the Two of Pentacles, you are working on balancing and grounding this. You are working on becoming more present in this present moment rather than thinking too much about the past and thinking too much about the future, and having yourself ground into the now. Sometimes you have this head in the clouds type of energy where you can be very daydreamy, and that's how older people see you and what they're thinking of you. And they do see that you are trying to heal yourself with the Eight of Pentacles, Chiron, but sometimes you may. What is this energy? How do I explain this, Spirit? Okay, I think I'm picking up on a collective of older people that maybe don't believe so much in healing or therapy or things like that. So I don't know if I'm picking up on some of your parents or just older people that don't so much believe in mental health. Um, so, from their perspective, this may be a skewed perspective. They believe that you're too focused on healing and mental health and your emotions and your heartbreak and the things you've gone through in the past. And their perspective is a little bit skewed. I will say that. I will be honest with that. So don't take this to heart and don't take this personal, because I don't agree with their perspective, pile number 3. I believe that it's extremely important to heal yourself. But I am somebody that has also gone on my own healing journey. So yeah, my perspective doesn't agree with theirs. But what I will say is, one thing they are correct about is we can't live in the past. Yes, people have hurt us, people have done things to us, but we can't live within that past, and we can't linger in those emotions, because that will only bring us down at the end of the day. We can't be so focused on the challenges in life and the things that are hard and the things that are going wrong, because if we focus on the positive perspective of what is going right and see those challenges as opportunities to learn something or grow or gain strength from it, we can become stronger and more wise. But it is also sometimes okay to acknowledge that things are hard. Life is hard. Life is sometimes painful. It's okay to acknowledge that and have the balance between both, where you are healing your own emotions and validating your own emotions and feeling them, but also knowing when to let go of it and not stay stuck in the past or wallow within those emotions too much. Three of Swords reversed is a card of heart healing, so this is what you're currently doing. So they think of you as somebody that would go across the ocean to do something for the person you love, for the people you love. Like, you're very loyal, and you're also a ride or die type of friend. Like, you do anything for the people you love. You're very devoted as a person. They also view you and see you and think of you as somebody that is very into fashion and expressing yourself. I'm also seeing some here that could be very good or skilled at writing or communication, or you just have a very intelligent mind that they see. Okay. Another thing I will say here is there is a feeling here of some older people seeing that you have gone through a lot of hardships within your life with the Nine of Wands, and they feel empathetic and bad for you that you've gone through so many challenges within your life where you've had to stay strong. And I feel like I'm picking up on a different collective of older people that are looking at you from a place of compassion and seeing the things you've gone through and feeling like, I wouldn't be able to go through that and still survive. So pile number 3 is very strong, but I feel bad for them for having to go through this. So that is something I see where it's like, it's such a shame that you went through that. The Wheel of Fortune reverse tells me some of them may view it as like you were unlucky in those moments or at the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't think it's necessarily being unlucky. I think sometimes things just happen to us. To me, my perspective is there is no such thing as good luck or bad luck. It's just sometimes things happen to us that are bad, and we can't always control the outcomes that happen to us. And sometimes good things happen to us. Like, I don't really believe in luck. I just believe in taking opportunities that come your way and positive thinking to manifest those good results. But again, we can't control the outcomes that happen in our life. So that is something I will say from my perspective. There's something about them looking at you as if you are very sophisticated, neat, clean, tidy, like you take very good care of your physical body, and you groom yourself well, you present yourself well. You're also very respectful to older people, so that's something they do see within you. I will say you could be a little bit distant though from older people, especially if I'm reading a lot of people from the younger generation. So let's say you have your family over and they invite a bunch of uncles, aunts, older people. Like, you'll say hi, you'll be respectful, but you're a little bit distant. You don't like hang out with them or try to be their friend, which is understandable, like especially if you're much younger. um there is a sense of respect here, but also it feels like they don't know you that well, a lot of older people, or they don't really know the things that are happening too much unless you've told them about it. So that's something I also see. They also see you as somebody that has a lot of potential. I'm seeing somebody here that is studying something very good. Like, I'm seeing somebody here that is trying to get a law degree or become a doctor, or it's just like they can see you getting a very good job, a well-paid job. They can see you, getting a lot of stability in your life. They can see you achieving things within your career. But I think for you, it's just about seeing the opportunities that come your way and seeing that, there is no such thing as like luck or unluck. It's just about seeing the opportunities that are there and taking them and believing that you're worthy of them. So I'm going to turn the Wheel of Fortune upright to change the energy around to show that you can attract good luck your way. I know I just contradicted myself, but you can attract good manifestations your way. Okay. 10 of Pentacles at the back of the deck, they can see you becoming like very rich and successful at whatever you do and whatever you choose to do within your career. I don't know why, but I'm starting to have a toothache as I'm in this energy. Does anybody here have a toothache? That won't resonate with everybody. I don't know if this pile grew up with parents that were very strict, but there's something about me picking up on that energy. We have flower agate with throat chakra and expression. So they see you as a very chatty person. Although you're a little bit distant from them, like let's say older people see you being around your friends, for example, they see you chatting so much and like just expressing yourself freely, which is an amazing thing. They also like think of you as somebody that is able to be your true self in the world and express yourself fully and not shy away from that, if that makes sense. They also see you as somebody that's very kind. They think of you as somebody that has a gentle side to you, a soft side to you, but you also love to just chat and talk, and you also love to express yourself through different means. Like I said, fashion, other things, maybe creativity, things like that. Whatever it is, you love to express yourself. I'm even seeing somebody express themselves through social media. Okay, we have curiosity in the reverse with Jupiter and Apophyllite. So I don't think they're that curious towards you, especially if there's a huge age gap. Um, but don't take that personal. It's kind of like imagine when you were at a certain age, when you were like a teenager, for example, and people invited over very young kids. You don't really care too much about getting to know those kids because you're at very different ages. So I'm seeing with older people, especially when there's a huge age gap, it's like there's too much of a gap in maturity to be able to relate. So there's not much curiosity there about you. Um, but don't take it personal. It's not necessarily bad. It's just like a neutral kind of energy where they're not having an excessively positive feeling towards you or an excessively negative feeling towards you, just a neutral feeling, if that makes sense. Okay. We have Vesta, Desert Jasper, and Resolve in the reverse. So I think that some older people, this is up to you if you want to take this message or not. You can discard it if you don't feel like you want to listen to it. That's okay. I respect that. But there are some older people believing that you need to like forgive people that have hurt you or forgive people that have done you wrong because it doesn't help holding on to that anger. It only makes your heart harden and your heart full of anger. So maybe you are going within and looking at any emotions you feel towards people that have done you wrong, but it's like in their perspective, how they're thinking of it is it doesn't help anything like holding on to any sort of feelings of anger or hate towards people that have hurt us. It doesn't bring us anywhere or any growth. It doesn't bring growth or fruitfulness into our life. And it only makes things harder for us in the end because we're holding on to that thing that somebody has said or done to us, but they even forgot that they did it to us. They don't even think about the thing that they did to hurt you. So it's like from their perspective, why are you still holding on to this? So to me, my perspective is when we are growing and learning about ourselves and healing any emotions, and especially if people have wronged us, sometimes it takes time to come to a place of forgiveness. And sometimes people have done such wrong things to us that some part of us doesn't want to forgive them. And that is valid. I've been there myself as somebody that has experienced like very bad things at the hands of others. And at that point, you can't necessarily force yourself to come to a place of forgiveness if you feel that way. Then what is important is to address whatever emotions you're feeling, feel it completely, validate those emotions, and if or when you feel the need to come to forgiveness, then that is your choice at the end of the day. But forgiveness, from my perspective, isn't letting that person back into your life or saying that behavior was okay, but just letting go of that anger so that it doesn't affect you anymore. So that's just my take on forgiveness. But yeah, this is what I have for you. That's why I said it is kind of similar to pile 2, because that message also came up in pile 2 about like not holding on to anger and things like that of things people have done to us. So yeah, I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.